sun went down 6 hours ago, but I'm still sitting in the silver blue glow of a moon that is indifferent and cold, like a story of us that's already been told. I'm wasting the oxygen, I'm wasting the time, trying to find a reason or a localized rhyme. I'm just burning the moonlight, staring at the wall, waiting for a shadow that's not gonna fall. I should be sleeping, I should be through, but I'm spending the darkness on the phantom of you, a high definition version of a middle night sight, burning the moonlight until the stars die. I've got a candle and a memory or two. The tattered up remains of me and of you. The wax is dripping on the wood of the floor, like the tears that I don't wanna cry anymore. It's a quieted riot, a solo style heat in the middle of a total and localized defeat. They say the morning brings a different kind of grace, but I'm scared of the light on this empty side space. So I'll keep the wick burning, I'll stay in the gray until the sun comes to wash the moon away. I'm just burning the moonlight, staring at the wall, waiting for a shadow that's not gonna fall. I should be sleeping, I should be through, but I'm spending the darkness on the phantom of you, a high definition version of a middle night sight, burning the moonlight until the stars fading white, silver and blue, burning the moonlight because of you. I took the boxes to the edge of the yard, watching the reality hit me so hard. The teddy bears are staring with their glass button eyes underneath the light of the digital skies. I'm burying the magic, I'm burying the trust, watching my castle turn into the dust. It's childhood's funeral, the end of the game. I'm finally haunted by the ghost of your name. No more happily ever, no more once on a time, just the high definition version of a localized crime. Growing up suddenly, growing up cold, in a story of innocence that's already old. I thought love was a sanctuary, I thought love was a shield, but now I'm standing in a blood-colored field. The world isn't vibrant, and the world isn't gold. It's just a story of how that is suddenly told. I'm putting away the toys and the dreams, ghost of your name. No more happily ever, no more once on a time. Just the high definition version of a localized crime. Growing up suddenly, growing up cold, in a story of innocence that's already old. No more magic, no more play. Childhood's funeral on this final Saturday. I woke up before the sun hit the grass, watching the ghost of the evening pass. The mist is heavy and the mist is thick, in the high definition version of a localized flick. I can't see the road and I can't see the trees as the cold starts to bite at my shivering knee. I'm drowning in clouds of dew today, watching the colors of my spirit decay. It's a soft focused sorrow, a damn tinted gloom in the quietest corner of an empty side room. Nowhere in the lawn, just a moisture and mist, drowning in clouds of dew. Since we were last kissed, I walked to the garden, but the flowers were gray, reflecting the mood of a final Saturday. I try to breathe deep, but the atmosphere's leave, living in the world of the things that you said. Every droplet of water is a tear from the sky, reminding me exactly of your goodbye. Wait for the burning of the mid-morning heat to dry up the puddles of a total defeat. But the fog is a comfort and the fog is a cage, the final sentence on a blood-colored page. I'm drowning in clouds of dew today, watching the colors of my spirit decay. It's a soft focused sorrow, a damn tinted gloom in the quietest corner of an empty side room. Nowhere in the lounge, just the moisture and mist, drowning in clouds of dew. Since we were last kissed, soaking wet, turning to stone, drowning in clouds of dew, entirely alone. took the highway to the north of the town, trying to keep the volume of my spirit down. But I passed the exit where we used to stop for localized coffee in a different side shop. I turned on the radio to drown out the noise, but every song sounded like our localized joy. Every road leads back to you tonight, fading at the edges of the porch light white. No matter the compass, no matter the map, I'm still falling into the localized trap. I'm a traveler of gone, a tourist of then, searching for the how and the when, the when. Oh, I went to the city just to hide in the crowd, but the silence of the sidewalk was getting too loud. I saw your reflection in a glass-bottom door, reminding me exactly that I'm not yours anymore. The GPS is broken, the signs are all wrong, everything's playing a minor key song. Maybe there's a place that you haven't been, a high-definition version of it started again. But the world is small and the memory is deep in the secrets and the promises I'm forced to keep. Every road leads back to you tonight, fading at the edges of the porch light white. No matter the compass, no matter the map, I'm still falling into the localized trap. I'm a traveler of gone, a tourist of then, searching for the how and the where, the when. Close my eyes and I try to recall the way the light hit you in the kitchen side hall. But the edges are blurry and the contrast is low, watching the best of our history go. I remember the teeth and I remember the heat, but the lines of your joy are in total retreat. I'm losing the resolution, I'm losing the grain of the fading memories of your smile in the rain. It's a pixelated ghost, a low fidelity blur, losing the woman that I thought that we were. I'm reaching for a snapshot that I can't even hold, in a story of sorrow that's already old. I check the old photos on my digital drive to keep the image of your laughter alive, but the screen is too cold and the screen is too bright. It doesn't show the magic of a middle night light. I'm scared that by winter I'll forget the design of the most beautiful version of what used to be mine. Does it mean I'm healing, or does it mean I'm dead? To lose the high definition of the things that you said. I'm a curator of shadows, a witness to gone, as the steady on silence goes on and on. I'm losing the resolution, I'm losing the gray of the fading memories of your smile in the rain. It's a pixelated ghost, a low fidelity blur, losing the woman that I thought that we were. that's already yours. Opacity, zero. Saturation, none. The fading memories are almost done. I used to be a storm. I used to be a flood, leaving the traces of my spirit in the mud. I scream at the ceiling and I shout at the door, but I don't have the energy for that anymore. The neighbors don't know and the walls don't complain as I sit in the middle of a localized rain. I learn to cry quietly without any sound, watching the droplets hit the hollowed out ground. No more histrionics, no more jagged edge, please. Just a slow motion sink into my shivering knees. A dignified sorrow, a mutinous blue. Since I learned to cry quietly over you. I do it in the shower or I do it in the car, reminding me exactly of how broken we are. It's a rhythmic vibration, a pressure in the chest, failing the sanctuary and priority test. I'm a master of silence, a student of still, with an ironclad heart and a broken down will. Doesn't mean I'm stronger or just more alone, with a heart that is made of a silverback stone. I'm holding the volume, I'm holding the breath, coexisting with this quieted death. I learned to cry quietly without any sound, watching the droplets hit the hollowed out ground. No more histrionics, no more jagged edge, please. Just a slow motion sink into my shivering knees. A dignified sorrow, a mutant blue. Since I learned to cry quietly over the you. Still cheeks, dry eyes. I learned to cry quietly as the memory dies. I saw you today in the middle of the street, but the man in the coat wasn't someone I'd meet. Your eyes were a different side, shade of the blue, a localized version of a stranger's style. I wanted to shout, but the voice wasn't there. I was talking to a ghost in the empty side air. I'm loving the person you used to be. nothing more. That boy is a treasure. That boy is a king. In the high definition version of a beautiful thing. Now you're just a witness to the damage you've done underneath the glare of a 26 sun. Maybe I'm a ghost to your memory too, a localized version of a knife for you. I'm clutching the photos of the us and the we in the black and white version of my history. I'm loving the person you used to be tonight, fading at the edges of the porch light white. The one who was gentle and the one who was mine, back before the ride at the end of the line. I'm in love with the phantom of memory style grace, because I don't recognize your different side face. Who are you now? I don't wanna know. I'm loving the person I had to let go. Ooh. I bought a modern style, bought it for the shine on the wall. Back when we were standing in the kitchen side hall. The wood is all polished and the glass is so clear, but it doesn't do much for the localized fear. It's a vintage style memory in a 20s cage. The final sentence on a blood-colored page. Old photos and new frames, a localized life, trying to ignore the goodbye in the eye. The colors are vibrant, but the people are gone, as the steady on silence goes on. It's an architectural failure, a structural blur, losing the woman that I thought that we were. I see us at the wedding, and I see us at the beach. Everything's beautiful and out of my reach. I try to make it look like I'm moving along, but everything's playing up my ticket stub for a movie from May, and a dried up flower from a different Saturday. There's a seashell on the window and a stone from the park, small little signals in the deep of the dark. They prove that we existed, they prove that we were real, before the world turned into this hollowed out steel. These are the relics of a better life, before the first silence and the jagged edge knife, artifacts of happy, souvenirs of the gold, in a story of sorrow that's already old. I'm a museum of us, I'm a gallery of we, in the relics of a better life for me. I'm touching the fabric of your old cotton shirt, trying to remember a time before the hurt. It smells like the summer, and it smells like the wine, back when your future was finally mine. Now it's just a fragment, now it's just a trace of the most beautiful version of this empty side space. Should I put them in a box or keep them on the shelf to remind me of a version of my own former self? But the dust is too heavy and the shadows are deep, in the secrets and the promises I'm forced to keep. These are the relics of a better life, before the first silence and the jagged edge knife, artifacts of happy, souvenirs of the gold, in a story of sorrow that's already old. I'm a museum of us, I'm a gallery of we, in the relics of a better life for me. Small things, big holes, the relics of a better life are all that I hold. A notification popped up on the top of the glass, reminding me exactly of what had to pass. 1 year today since the goodbye was said, since I started living in the world of the dead. The world didn't stop and the sun didn't fail, but I'm still a ghost in a white tinted veil. It's the anniversary of the end today, watching the colors of my spirit decay. A server for a silence, a localized grief for the girl who is still searching for relief. I should have a cake or a candle to blow, but I'm just a witness to the I told you so. It's the anniversary of the end today. Watching the colors of my spirit decay. A celebratory silence, a localized grief for the girl who is still searching for relief. I should have a cake or a candle to blow, but I'm just a witness to the I told you so. And I'm still alive. The anniversary of the end is a long distance drive. I thought you were oxygen. I thought you were the sun. A localized record of the things we haven't done. I couldn't breathe if you weren't in the room, watching the flowers forget how to bloom. But the light went away and I'm still standing tall. I'm learning the difference between love and need in the high definition version of a localized bleed. One is a choice and the other's a chain, a record of exactly where I swallowed the pain. I didn't love the man, I just loved the anchor in the black and white version of a localized rancor. A localized version of a giant mistake. I was scared of the silence and scared of the dark, searching for a flame from a long dead spark. Now I'm breathing the air and I'm feeling the heat of a woman who's finally standing on her own 2 feet. It's a bitter style medicine, a sharp stinging grace, finding the me in this empty side space. I don't wanna rescue, I don't want a king, I just want the freedom that a solo can bring. I'm learning the difference between love and need in the high definition version of a localized bleed. One is a choice and the other's a chain, a record of exactly where I swallowed the pain. I didn't love the man, I just loved the anchor in the black and white version of a localized rancor. I don't need you, maybe I never did. The difference between love and need is no longer here. I woke up at 7 and I reached for your hand. A localized reflex, didn't quite plan. I made the 2 coffees and I toasted the bread before I remember the things that you said. It's a muscle style memory, a blue tinted click. The air in the kitchen's getting heavy and thick. It's the habit of missing you, the ritual of lost, calculating the visual, an emotional cost. I'm a addicted to the gone and the salt and the sting of the beautiful disaster that a dead love can bring. My body is a record, involuntary show of the habit of missing you with nowhere to go. I check the phone, the notification pings, waiting for the vibration that a you brings. I know you won't call and I know you aren't there, but I'm still breathing the empty side air. It's a high definition version of a standing still against the heavy set version of my localized will. How many days until the pattern is broke? How many times must I swallow the smoke? I'm a prisoner of habit, a slave to the then, in the middle of the how and the where and the when. It's the habit of missing you. It's a habit of missing you. The ritual of it's calculating the visual, an emotional cost. I'm addicted to the gone and the salt and the sting of the beautiful disaster that a dead love can bring. My body is a record, an involuntary show of the habit of missing you with nowhere to go. 7 a.m. The coffee is cold. The habit of missing you is getting so old. It was Tuesday at 4. We were down at the pier. The sky was so open and the air was so clear. You were laughing at something, you were holding my hand in a sanctuary version of a different silence. I didn't see the shadow, I didn't see the cloud, as the seagulls above us were screaming so loud. That was the last time we saw the sun before the damage was finally done. A golden hour version of me and of you, underneath a different and brighter style blue. Then the lights all went out and the world turned to gray on the last time we saw the sun on a final Saturday. I can still feel the warmth of the light on my skin, a record of exactly where the losses begin. We were talking about winter, we were talking about home, before I was a fugitive and forced to roam. Now the memory is a postcard, a tattered up trace of the most beautiful version of this empty side space. Maybe it's still there, out on the coast, the version of the boy that I love the most. But I'm I've been telling the minutes and telling the years, counting the interest in the salt of my tears. It's a high interest debt, a localized loan for the prayers of being suddenly alone. And I had to give up the house and the dog in the high definition version of a localized fog. It's the price of goodbye, the cost of the end, and the quieted version of a very far friend. I'm bankrupt of hope and I'm short on the pride, with nowhere left for my spirit to hide. It's an expensive lesson, a bitter style grace, finding the nothing in a familiar face. I've been living in a studio, I'm drinking the tea in the black and white version of what's left of me. I traded the weed for a localized free, but the tax on my soul is a mountain for me. You got the credit and I got the blame in the high definition version of a localized shame. Was it worth it? I asked the shadows on the wall when I'm starting to feel incredibly small. But the answer is silent, and the answer is cold in a story of sorrow that's already old. It's the price of goodbye, the cost of the end, and the quieted version of a very far friend. I'm bankrupt of hope and I'm short on the pride, with nowhere left for my spirit to hide. It's an expensive lesson, a bitter style grace, finding the nothing in a familiar face. Paid in full, but I'm broke inside. The price of goodbye, with nowhere to hide. I opened the window as the clouds turned to lid, feeling the vibration of the things that you said. The humidity's rising, the pavement is hard, a record of the promises that we both forgot. And the first sharp hit and the world went deep into the secrets and the memories I'm forced to keep. It's the scent of rain and regret in the air, reminding me exactly that you're no longer there. That metallic style flavor, that tetric sting, the only kind of music that a storm cloud can bring. I'm breathing in the walls run outside when the thunder was loud. Before I was a smudge in a charcoal gray crowd. Now I just sit here and I smell the decay of a high definition version of a final Saturday. It's a localized trauma, a sensory ghost in the part of a garden that I love the most. Wash away the gust or just soak goodbye. Lying in the light, would you be in a lie? But the moisture is heavy and the atmosphere's thick, and the rhythm of my pulse is starting to flick. It's that sense of rain and regret in the air, reminding me exactly that you're no longer there. That metallic style flavor, that petrichor sting, the only kind of music that a storm cloud can bring. I'm breathing in the woods and I'm breathing in the wind. Underneath the charcoal overhead, this said sky drip, drip, the scent is so strong. Rain and regret where I don't belong. There's a blender in the box that we never even used, and a map of the coast where we were gonna be confused. I've got the toolkit and I've got the spare key, a localized record of you and of me. I bought a new kettle for a morning side tea, but now it's just a witness to a lonely side me. These are the things I thought would be useful for us. Now they're just gathering the charcoal and dust, a collection of someday, a gallery of maybe, everything I wanted for my own self and my baby. Now they're just clutter in a hollowed out space, relics of a future that I can't even face. The dual control blanket is still in the wrap, a localized version of a domestic style trap. I thought they were anchors, I thought they were home, but they're just heavy burdens when you're forced to roam. I'm looking at the furniture, I'm looking at the wood, watching the happy like I knew that I should. Give them to a stranger, throw them in the street to wash away the flavor of a total defeat. But they're stuck in the closet, they're stuck in the hall. The things I thought would be useful for nothing at all. These are the things I thought would be useful for us. Now they're just gathering the charcoal and dust, a collection of someday, a gallery of maybe, everything I wanted for my own self and my baby. Now they're just clutter in a hollowed out space, relics of a future that I can't even face. Unopened, untouched, the things I thought I needed so much. beautiful kingdom in the land. We were 99% to the goal. A story of forever that was ready to be told. But we tripped on the finish, we fell on the line, the high definition version of what used to be mine. We were almost everything, almost the one, underneath the glare of a 26 sun. So close to the forever, so close to the light. Before we were swallowed by the middle of the night. A nearly disaster, just about grace, leaving the empty in a familiar face. I look at the photos of the summer of us before the silver turned into dust. We were a masterpiece, we were a queen, the most vibrant style version of a localized scene. But almost there's a mountain that I can't even climb, in the quieted version of a localized time. This is as good as a mile, they say, in the grayest of every Saturday. But they almost is heavier than the never at all. Watching the shadows climb up the wall. We were almost everything, almost the one, underneath the glare of the 26 sun. So close to the forever, so close to the light. Before we were swallowed by the middle of the night. A nearly disaster, just about grace, leaving the empty in a familiar face. So close, so far. We were almost everything, and here we are. I saw a photo from 2 years ago, back when the rhythm wasn't starting to slow. We were standing in the kitchen, we were laughing at the rain, before the world was seasoned with this localized pain. Now I'm looking at the clock and I'm looking at the door, wishing I could be that girl once more. I'm yearning for yesterday, a world made of then, searching for the how and the where and the when. Before the first silence, before the first lie, underneath a different and brighter style sky. It's a hollowed out earth, one nostalgic starlight, yearning for yesterday, for my own heart's sake. Everything was simpler, everything was gold, before the story of the us was suddenly old. I trade all my now and I trade all my free to be the version of the woman who used to be we. I'm a time traveler stuck in a stationary room, watching the shadows weave a web of my doom. Can I find a way a door in the dark to fan the dead embers into a real spark. But the calendar's stubborn and the ink is all dry in the black and white version of a goodbye. I'm yearning for yesterday, a world made of them, searching for the how and the where and the when. Before the first silence, before the first light, underneath the different and brighter star sky. It's a hollowed out eye, a nostalgic star lake, yearning for yesterday, for my own heart's sake. A million miles away, yearning for yesterday on this lonely Saturday. Is hanging on the hook by the kitchen side door, a denim style phantom that doesn't live here anymore. I can still smell the smoke and the citrus style scent, a permanent record of where our time went. You walked out the door in a different side shirt, leaving me here in a localized hurt. You left your jacket, I left my heart, watching the world slowly falling apart. And an even exchange, a bitter style trade for the high definition version of the bed that we made. I've got the fabric, but you got the soul. In a hollowed out hole, I tried to put it on just to feel the heat, but the sleeves were too long and the fear's complete. I reached in the pocket and I found a small key, a localized version of enough for me. You're out there breathing the cold winter air while I'm still clutching the things that you didn't care to share. Should I mail it back or just let it stay in the grayest of every Saturday? It's a blue tinted witness, a cotton style ghost in the house that I used to love the very most. You left your jacket, I left my heart, watching the world slowly falling apart. And an even exchange, a bitter style trade for the high definition version of the bed that we made. I've got the fabric, but you got the soul. And I'm the one left in a hollowed out hole, cold in an empty chest. You left your jacket and I left the rest. I was dropping a glass in the kitchen today, and for a second the silence just melted away. I heard the staccato, I heard the rise, the sound that was once the light in my eyes. It came from the hallway, came from the stair, but there isn't anyone actually there. Your laugh is a ghost in this house tonight, ringing in the middle of the satellite light. A melodic disaster, a localized sting, the only kind of music that a dead love can bring. I'm haunted by the joy, and I'm haunted by the heat, in the middle of the quiet of a total defeat. I turn on the radio to drown out the sound, but your resonance is buried under the ground, in the floorboards, in the pain, in the wood, frozen in time like I knew that it would. I'm a listener of then, a witness to gone, as the steady on silence goes on and on. Stop the vibration or just break the wall. There's no use in hearing nothing at all. I'm searching for the source, but I only find the code in a story of architecture that's already old. Your laugh is a ghost in this house tonight, ringing in the middle of the satellite light. A melodic disaster, a localized sting, the only kind of music that a dead love can bring. I'm haunted by the joy, and I'm haunted by the heat, in the middle of the quiet of a total defeat. Still laughing in the empty side room. Your laugh is a ghost.